iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. A lot of noise from the fans because they want to go back to the stadiums. They are organizing themselves in a march that will happen around the 7th of March before the Soweto Derby. Fans are not allowed to go to the stadium in South Africa. However, SAFA is saying that they do allow fans to go to Bafana matches. They're saying it's up to the PSL to allow some fans, 2,000 vaccinated, to go and watch some matches. But PSL is not allowing them. Junior Kanye, our analyst, what do you make of that situation? Are you happy with the situation, Yoguti? You see other countries like England, Kunama fans, you see cricket, even like Kaya, at least they allow 2,000, but Lana, there's zero in football. Yes, sir.
To justice. Obviously, ever faith to keep on supporting iDiskiTV, fighting no one to try to fix South African football. Yeah, it goes now government. Wait, think when you compare to Europe, we don't know how strictly they are in terms of protocols.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people who landela about vaccination. I'm sure professionalism is something different. It goes in leader of government. In South Africa, you see number, it goes down, it goes up. Goes down, it goes up. Yes, I understand the SAFA is saying I'm a supporter, they must go. Nami, I see their teams, most of the teams, they're hiding on my fans. Yeah, true that. I've seen most of the teams with DSTV Premiership, they're hiding on my fans. Now we've level. But now, another thing for Tingulego, Nami, which we need to have love. Ubona fans abase stadium
sure.
To create that hype. Ibe game week in and week out ukhalele ukusebenza nawe because fans bring that thing ukuthi noma ngabe game is boring kube na that hype or feel with this is DSTV Premiership. But now if there's no fans phinde ibe like game ibe pure and you see ama mistake amaning ibhola liphuma kaningi uzama player when they call. If you're watching the game in full volume, you hear players ama voice wabo, so it sound boring but impilo zabantu understand SAFA allow them but the PSL mina ngiphinde ngayiplay me impilo zabantu. Yes, they allow bafana. I think they're giving these guys immoral bafana 2,000 fans aba vaccinated but it doesn't help bafana ngoba we still losing. So I'm not too sure what bafuni number but the quality angithi whether there's number or not is also with the quality iko. So PSL mina ngiplay mkuleka but people are dying brother. Lenti yabulawa the COVID ngikhuluma yona this coronavirus.
What about vaccinated fans being allowed? So Ushuguti, you are already vaccinated, so you are allowed to the stadiums. If the concern is about the COVID, if umuntu is vaccinated, they are showing what there's a certificate, I'm vaccinated.
I'm still not too sure about this vaccination. I'm not a politician. I'm not too sure, but mhlambe SAFA icabanga into eningi about this thing of vaccination, abanye icabanga into eningi asazi what is in their mind, but angifuna ungena ku politics in terms of vaccination yaspan and stuff, but vaccination sharp people ba vaccination ile ngobuningi vaccine. So I'm sure it's a finalist thing ukuthi wonke umuntu vaccinate majority, so allow people by stadium. We vaccinated, so we as people, so why sibamba abantu ukuthi banga enjoy themselves aba favor ama teams wabo ngoba kwezinye in Europe they do it. Njoba ngisho ngikuleko ngithi kuwe ine politics phakathi it goes start there phezulu. So mina nami ngi PSL mina PSL ngikubona kwamba cautious bana this thing ukuthi so bavumela abanye abantu, some people they will go sikhathisa abantu stadium, those are human abakhathisa abantu. After all, singakhohlwa lokho, other people they will force banga vaccinate ukuthi siya stadium. Angazwe ngithola ukuthi thina sangena mafika lapha egate uthola ukuthi ngeke bagathisa abantu, some ba force ukuthi baqine baphusha lela gate bangene ngenkani. Breaking ngikhuluma ama rules ngoba sibonile abanye ama fans thola ukuthi baphula umuntu bafika egroundini igame eliqale bawise fans bangena.
I mean, we've been there. Maritzburg United, Kaizer Chiefs, remember that game? Ukuthi nathi we were at that point where people were just pushing the gate open. So it's happened before.
Yeah,
and people have died.
Yeah. So I risk nkuleko. Give me mina nami ngiphinde ngibe cautious. PSL right ukuthi iphinde ipause, but sekuyisikhathi eside futhi.
Yeah, I was about to go there ukuthi how long, what else are they waiting for? Because everywhere in the world lapho bavumela khona abalandeli The only thing about Bambelele, as long as you show what you are vaccinated, it's not as if na babane cure your COVID. Yeah, but as long as you are vaccinated. So if Snabanda by 70,000 or 50,000 in South Africa who are vaccinated and want to go to stadiums, what's wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Number of people, can they allow Mshambung? If it's FNP, can they allow maybe people like Abanjang about 20,000 to go there? Aba vaccinated, aba face I prove. Can they prove? You go issue. I'll go na kulelo point ngoba people they are hungry. They want to support their team. I'm sure this team now, abangathatha my fans seriously. They will start taking those fans, but they with their all like
Sure.
These players because they are too relaxed. There's no fans. Amatimanje Pirate Chiefs, Sundowns. There's fans pressure there.
Yeah.
If they're at the stadium, their team they go extra mile. Number 12 support Nglalile Chiefs. I know number 12 they win the game. Nkulumanga fan. Whereby they push you. No man down. Now no good ispongo sam mina ngujuna ngenzeni for a team. Ama fans always when they see you in the street to soba vele na this thing ukuthi nyophendula ngithini if bayangibuza mhlambe kwanye bakhuluma. So ama fans if PSL nayo abantu abazothi ababe ne number game ezosho ukuthi if ngikhuluma ngama big teams if 20,000 fans are vaccinated but now I prove it's vaccinated and proper security guard ngikhuluma bayenze sure ukuthi they instruct this security ukuthi please if vaccinate sifuna yona proof umuntu angena but only 20,000 people and then I'm ngenza example and then I'm sure nkuleko when lenti improve ababona there's nothing in terms of injury and stuff by improving number like gradually njenga say Europe it happens now our stadium are full and we feeling pressure heat we need to allow people.
All right, last one. Some fans are organizing themselves before it derby. They are planning with Marcha. You support that because they are trying to put pressure. They're not going to vandalize. They're not about to pull a property. They're just saying with their voice, so we want fans back to the stadium. You think that's the right way? Maybe ufake pressure ko government.
Yeah, angithi babona le nto le yase Europe. Remember we looking up to Europe thina. In most instances enzayo Europe. Siyacheka people when they watch good why na baba allow.
Yeah.
I mean this thing was killing all over and whoever around the world, but now they allow people to come in. Why us? And the vaccination it's been months now. Ngobuningi abantu ba vaccinated. Mawuba bahlangana nomuntu ne proof. I mean which abantu bacabanga this thing I think should end with sonke vaccinated majority can they allow us to go to the stadium. Why bebaleti vaccination if we're not going to be allowed to do izinto njengalezi to go and watch our team because kunabanye abantu poly patient. Kuleko kunabantu abathanda ibhola more than like comparison umuzwa wabo nebhola it's almost the same in marriage okanye ibhola lizaqala marriage it's true kulelo yiko mina always emphasize this thing with your players good can they give it all angithi nami I'm not saying I'm perfect I'm a human mara this team I know ukuthi kunama fans they can like they can even fight at you mabahlangana nawo endleleni ngibuya kule mo scenario ukuthi indlisi team and then why and I'm a fans so nkuleko mina can just uqedelela quick can PSL ivule but for now baqale nge certain number but 2000 incane kakhulu nkuleko even now this team can they allow bavule inamba nyana if you improve in terms of injury and then allow people to go
nkuleko you disturb kancane when it comes to that because you ask yourself ukuthi we talking about sport and if this on the other sporting codes they are allowed the supporters to go in and why la go soccer they're not allowed I don't know maybe there's a bigger explanation from the PSL could maybe what are the reasons not to but now it's gonna be something very funny because when you look at Bafana they're allowed to go in. But PSL they're not allowed.
Bafana matches are organized by SAFA. DSTV Premiership matches are organized by the Premier Soccer League. So SAFA has cooperated. We are not the reason why the matches are not the fans are not allowed to attend the stadiums in local matches.
Gulego mina lento lena I saw it while I was still playing. It's gonna be a problem where. As a mother board, you can't take decisions of football in the country. It's a problem because I believe as a mother board, they need to take a decision. If they say supporters in, supporters need to go in. But now, if the mother board says supporters can go in, and then the entity comes and say no, Tinai, we don't allow supporters to go in. ibonisa some ukuthi there's no I would say a happy relationship between the PSL and SAFA, because if there is a good relationship, I mean, I think PSL will allow supporters to go in, but it's something that is worrying when Angulego, because I believe when you look around, I think it's only us that we don't allow supporters to go to the stadiums, and it's something that other sporting code by a controller to say, come with your certificate, then you go in.
And they allow 2,000 people in.
Yes, I mean, they can say 1,000 for another. For example, I would say 1,000 for Swallows, 1,000 for Pirates. Come with the certificate, then you go in. We need to also remember, our football. Football also, there's fun when the supporters. You can go to the township. People, they like to go and support the boys that are playing. So now we're watching PSL in South Africa. There's no support, and yes, we can say maybe 70% of the players now, they're getting used to that, but it still plays a part in the back of their mind. If we had supporters, there's games where we believe we need that extra energy.
Some people are suggesting it might have something to do with DSTV as the main sponsor of the DSTV Premiership, that it's their interest to make sure abantu basekhaya and they're watching from the television screen. There's more revenue and the more bums on seats watching television screens. How would you respond to that?
Yeah, good level. When it comes to that, it's all about money. Because Mabanga Stadium, everybody will be forced to sit at home and watch on TV. And as soon as you open that channel, it's a cling, cling, cling. This TV. So it's all about money. But it's also frustrating. Yes, it's business, but let's also think about the love of the game. Because football, I mean, it's love of the game. People will go there to have fun, to enjoy. But now you're denying them that opportunity to go and have fun and spend time with the players that they support. Because really, it's gonna come to a question to say, but why should we vote for people that we can't go and see them physically? So it's gonna create another edge, right? Because people they sit down and talk, and they raise their points to say, no, we're voting for them. But why should we vote? We are behind the scenes, they don't see us, but we have to vote for them. We want to go there and watch them and encourage them to say, yeah, we vote there, push more.
All right, last one. The fans are organizing themselves. There's a fan association that's organizing a match before the derby. The derby is on the 11th of March. I stand to be corrected. And the fans, I think on the 7th of March, are marching to demand they must be allowed back into the stadium. To support that?
Gulego, that's not a nice thing that now supporters they need to march. I think it goes to their rights to say these are the teams that we support. These are the teams that we love. These are the players that we love. We love this team. We want to support them. We want to go and enjoy with them. But now, if you deny them, then it means you leave them with your choice. But now to take decisions, and some decisions they're not gonna be nice decisions, because sometimes when people they go and protest, end up maybe we'll hear bad news after that to say maybe there was a stampede. We lost 1 or 2 people in that, and it's gonna create a very bad image in our football to say now people they to die to go to the field of play to watch them. And I think maybe PSL they will come with a solution to that, because really we don't need that in our football.